Ready? Oh, what's up?
Clock here, girl.
Your hand was really blocking the way. Like no shade. What's up, openers? We're on season 3, episode 8. $8 in this thing. What's up, y'all?
4 + 4 = 8. Okay.
Well, welcome to openrelationshippodcast, where we have an open and honest conversation about everything from A to Z as it pertains to LGBTQ plus community and beyond. I'm your host, Rodney. You can follow IG at I am Rodney Wash.
I'm your host, Marco DePrence. You can follow me on IG at Marco DePrence.
I'm your host, Shazam. You can follow me at _kid and play_.
And I'm your host, Solomon. You can follow me on IG at Solomon E. Stretch.
Yeah, we have host collection play. I ain't gonna forget this week. So, openers, what you can do if you want to pay for this great production, what can you go on live? You have to pay for that shit, okay? So, what we do, we have 3 ways to give. On Facebook, if you're watching on Facebook, hi y'all on Facebookers. You can buy stars. Stars will help give us money, help give us cash right there. Yeah, right where, right there, right here. Yeah, whatever you see right here. And you can also donate to the podcast. Click in wherever podcast you listen to us on in the description box. Click that donate button. And last but not least, you can give us money with stickers on YouTube. And that you get a great shout out too. You know, you shout out on the audio part of the podcast. We shout you out, and your name be floated about a good 2-3 minutes, right? On top of the broadcast. So it's really nice to give give stickers. Now they do have an OnlyFans feature, but we're not naked on there. We're just us. They have a monthly subscription. You might see some feet from not Solomon, Lord. Solomon, you should
offer your services.
My name get in it.
Might see some feet from Marco. But yes, sweet babies openers, you can please give. They would greatly appreciate it. You know, go towards all this. And Solomon title support for free.
And we greatly appreciate it when you slide into our DMs and you send us pictures, you send us comments, you ask us out on dates.
Don't respond to DMs. Declining people.
The shade starts early.
And
Back to regular programming, guys.
But we greatly appreciate it when you come to our YouTube and you like, you comment, and you subscribe. We appreciate it. We especially appreciate when you join us in our live chat and join us in the 5th seat.
Damn, why is everybody stuttering today? Y'all okay?
Look.
Child, I don't know what's going on.
Hey, Mark. And happy belated birthday to Shazam, because everybody's saying so in the
Thank you.
In the chat.
Yes, happy belated.
you. I
Happy
appreciate
belated.
Shout, I'm tired.
Well, how was your birthday weekend?
It was great. So I've traveled domestically by myself a billion times. Like, I'll do it. But I went international by myself.
Yay.
And literally had the time of my life. Black people are amazing.
By yourself? Like you didn't know nobody?
I knew one other person. And then I met like other people from New York, from Connecticut.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Like, they were great. And literally, like, the way I met them is I was, like, sitting at the pool, and I had on my little speedo or whatever, and I had a speaker, and I was listening to Tevin Campbell, Can We Talk? And then all the black people just slowly came over,
to you, yeah.
and we started taking shots and singing, and then we just started having more discussions.
Yeah.
My mom was, like, deathly afraid, so she, like, made sure I had,
too.
like, the little key thing that you go on the door, and then, like, there's a little stopper that you can put, and when it pulls back, it makes all this damn noise and stuff. But honestly, like, if you're at a resort, you will be 100% fine. Now, I did leave the resort, like, twice, but it was with people that I met from Atlanta.
Gotcha.
And it was, like, some females that, like, I never met them until then. And they were like, oh, yeah, like, we from Atlanta. We're going on a boat. We're going to do this. And I was like, okay.
Ooh, Shazam. I'm just
sounds
happy
amazing.
you here. I really am.
It's not scary. Like, once you get over there, you realize, like, everybody is carefree, and everybody's literally just trying to have a good time on vacation because we know we're coming back to the gate.
You American and you got money, and they was.
But on the resort, it's a whole bunch of
The
Americans.
resort is fine. I'm talking about you got off the resort.
But when I got off the resort, I was with the girls from Atlanta. Then I met some dudes from Texas. Then I met some dudes from LA. Then I met these lesbians from Alabama that were getting married. So it was all of us on the boat together.
Have you not watched Hostel?
Girl, you cannot listen. You cannot live in fear. You gotta go, baby. It was great. So if you are nervous about doing it, just do it. When's the last time you did something for the first time, baby?
Damn.
And not drink a soda in 40 days.
Oh.
I won't be going on vacation.
Rodney, how was your week?
My week is going well. Like I'm really enjoying my nephew. Like it's like a love and hate relationship.
Oh.
Wow.
No, like if they came off wrong, I'm so sorry. It's like he get on my nerves, but I love him so much. Like it's just I'm just used to him. He has to be everywhere. Like
How old is he?
He's like 2. He's 2. He turns
okay.
3 May the 4th.
Okay.
And he just be like all in my business. It's time to get up, Uncle Rodney.
Yeah, I
I
got
won't
nieces
see
like
you,
that.
Uncle
I
Rodney.
like it. That
That's
is so
cute.
cute.
And I'm just like, I want a baby. It's time. It's time. That's it. That's it. I love my mom and everything. Same old, same old.
Well, my week was good.
Oh,
Kind of long, a little stressful, but still thankful to be above ground and continue to do what I do. Just work's been a little hectic overall, but I'm here. How was your week, Solomon?
It was good. This weekend I went to a fitness boot camp. Tore my ass up. I hadn't been in like 2 years. So I spent all of...
it tore your ass up.
It tore me up. Fitness boot camp.
They be messing. Was he fit? I'm asking it.
I'm not on the mess today. It's you.
The girls be upset.
Right. But I hadn't been in 2 years. Sunday, spent all day recovering. I know there's going to be something about that. But otherwise, it's been good.
That's good.
That was not my thought. I'm dead. That is a comment.
Okay, let's pay some bills
Okay,
so we can go
I'm
outside.
sorry.
Well,
I'm watching
openers,
him.
thank you again for tuning in to another episode. If you don't know, now you know that Apple is our official sponsor of Open Relationship Podcast. You can click the link in the bio to get 1 month of Apple TV or 1 month of Apple Music. And like always, your support is greatly appreciated.
Before you hit that dial, hey, people on the audio side, we need you to give us 5 stars. 'Cause we are 5-star niggas, okay? Give us 5 stars. Give us comments. We love reading them. We had one today. It was very thoughtful. Welcome to all the new openers to our community. We welcome you with great and big arms. For the one on YouTube, y'all watching, y'all need to subscribe. Subscribe. Okay, you see it's on the screen. Subscribe to us. We give y'all all this good content, all this good love, and we need subscribers. Okay, and sharing is caring. Okay, thank you.
It's all right. All right. First up in the streets, if you don't know, Atlanta is hosting the first Black Global Pride event during Black Gay Pride weekend, Labor Day weekend. And when I read this, I was kind of excited. So I know we all talked about coming to Atlanta like younger for all the party scenes and things like that. But I was always lost to see where the conventions and things like that. Because when you hear Pride, well, when I hear Pride, I just think of a lot of parties, pool parties, things like that, just bringing people together. But this is going to be a whole nice event.
Who's throwing it? I'm sorry, I missed it.
Who's hosting it?
Yeah, who's like
Global Black Pride.
Oh, Global Black Pride.
.org.
Okay.
I was trying not to do that because of free sponsorships.
No, I mean, yeah.
Like I read before.
She's on fire tonight, ladies.
But I thought it was pretty dope. I looked at the whole calendar. They got a lot of nice events. Yeah, and I think we should definitely go.
So what are they doing? Like,
so opening night, they're having a karaoke kickoff party. Another night, they're having an influencer lounge where I'm assuming a lot of people like us that do content.
What kind of content, girl? It's a gay event.
put it together. Is it OnlyFans or or the YouTubers?
It's probably like YouTubers, probably makeup artists. Like it sounds like a really nice like convention event. Like no OnlyFans stuff.
Is it invite only?
They don't. No, it's ticket events, but none of the tickets are on sale yet. Everything is to be determined. So they're still planning it.
So that means they could be in there selling their coochie.
I don't
for
think so.
$9.99.
When I checked, it wasn't given that. They got a lot of sponsorships from the Human Rights Campaign and things like that. Now they could, I don't know, but it wasn't giving me that.
Okay.
Another night they got like a brunch festival for Atlanta Black Pride. So I thought it was pretty dope.
So no panels, no.
Oh, there is a panel conference too that they're having on a Sunday.
Okay,
Have they mentioned the people that are speaking?
Not yet.
Okay. I just hope and pray that they pick Black gay folks to talk.
hope so,
And
too.
black gay. If there's concerts and parties for any pride that's going on, I don't want to see Lil' Kim no more. I don't want to see Tank's tight ass. I want to see some young gay performers on that stage, because we continue to patronize these people and give them money, and then after it's over, they just like, yeah, I performed at Pride. I ain't got nothing against y'all, but that's about it. But when we're shot in the streets, they don't say nothing.
I agree.
I think Lil' Kim is an advocate.
He's just saying Little Kim's been at many of Prides. It's time to freshen
I seen
up
Lil'
the
Kim
line.
at my first Pride ever.
Oh, you want to see new blood?
Yeah, I want to
Okay, I
see new
get
people,
that.
and
That
I want to
makes
see
sense.
people who are actually like.
That's gonna advocate.
I'm not knocking Lil' Kim. I think she's definitely an advocate. Lil' Kim loved the gays, but I think that I want to see other like rappers and singers that step out there that are actually gay and do it.
I want them to book Kaya.
I feel like she's probably done a Pride before.
Yeah. I think she did a Florida
I
Pride.
would pay to go see Kaya.
I'm not paying to see Kaya. We can see her for free on her Instagram page with her brown bookcase. Girl, don't read me, girl. Because if this clip go viral, she'll tear me up. And then I'm going to have to come back next week and let the clip unload.
So I thought that was pretty dope. Also, on the docket, Gerard Carmichael, black gay comedian. I learned about him back in 2017. He had a HBO special. I just stumbled across it, just watched it. But he's under fire for his new reality TV show where he's throwing a racial example of what him and his partner does in the bedroom when it comes to him being a slave and the partner being master, quote unquote. I don't know what it looks like. This is what he said. And he was like, it's just a game that they play in the bedroom. First of all, nobody asked for that. Whatever you do in your bedroom is between you, but I don't think you have to go on a platform like HBO to say shit like that, to get views, to get your name out there.
You just said it, to get views and clicks. People do anything for a few dollars, a few clicks. Trina said that. Bitch, do anything for a retweet. Shout out to Trina.
But we still don't want to see her at Pride either.
Right?
Let's be clear.
Yeah, I seen Trina at Pride. She showed up for 15. Never mind. But yeah, I think it's very disheartening that we get these spaces, and I feel like this has been going on an ongoing conversation this season where these black gay men do this and their partners are white. Why do you guys why do you guys think they do this? Like, get in these spaces and then talk about our history in a negative way versus like uplifting it and bringing us together.
Let me say this. You know, back in the day with Josephine Baker and all them other great black women, I would say about 98% of them women from the 20s to the 40s was married to white men. And they said that Donna Summers was too, married to a white man. And the consensus that came up to me when I asked my grandmother, she said they felt like they get ahead with a white man. So I'm assuming it's the same thing for black gay men. It's like they get further with a white man.
What bothers me about that is that typically, and I'll probably get tore up in the comments, I don't care. Typically, the black gay male that's dating this white male, the white male is not attractive. He is not up to par, and he does not meet the physical standards of what they would want in a black man. And that pisses me off because these fine-ass black men go date these white men that, in my opinion, are subpar. But then they want to be so hard on other black gays. I don't like that. That's weird to me. Like, you're a black gay.
Well, what they say, money talks.
Child, in a binge, you still a nigga.
Yeah.
I do feel like the white man in the relationship
Better be the bottom.
But he said he didn't like
That
the
too.
race play, so I give that to the white man, his partner.
Then why are you with him still?
Well, I'm just saying I have to give respect when respect is
Wait, so
due.
the partner said he don't like race play, but the other dude
he
likes
don't
race
like
play?
when the black guy don't. So the white guy don't like when the black guy does that. He said that bothers him a lot.
So Mr. Carmichael is trapped in something internally.
Yeah. Cause can you imagine you having sex
No.
and he'd be like, "Fuck me, master." I'm like, "Bitch, what the fuck?" Dick instantly going soft. What the fuck?
All right,
wrong with you?
everybody's up. Yeah, I wanted to bring light to that because I absolutely hate that, and I hope that going forward.
Ooh, somebody got a good comment. Roosevelt Robbie said, "I think it is because when you're elevated, you see less people like you, so you have less to pick from, in our Afro-American community.
Bullshit.
No,
I don't
that's
agree with
bullshit.
that, but
No.
we
Because
push
a lot of famous black gay men.
That
not
rhetoric is the
do
same
it.
shit that Candace Owens said.
And so that's what I was going to bring up.
Yes, that's exactly what she basically said.
So in that last interview on the other podcast, so they were, we were in that conversation. You brought it up a few weeks ago, and you weren't really familiar with Candace Owens, but from that interview, you were like you agreed with a lot with what she had to say.
So go ahead. But go ahead.
Okay, and at the same time, because you weren't familiar with her history, like she has said all kinds of shit about the black community and slavery. And there was you got some feedback about that. And I don't think it's just about black gay men, even though we see it in our community. But I also see that when black people in general, some black people believe that they can get ahead by gravitating towards the majority. And what really bothers me isn't the gravitation. Like, gravitate if you want to, but do not talk about the rest of your community.
Correct.
Yeah.
Do not speak negatively about quote unquote your people. And then when you get thrown to the streets, you want to come back and do your apology tour. We don't want none of that.
I get it. I guess, where I come from, like, not city and state, but just, I can agree with, like, maybe a certain topic or maybe a conversation that you had, but not look at the whole picture, which, could be troublesome sometimes, but if you have a good point in that very particular conversation and then the rest is trash, I can point out what you said. I was, I might agree with you on that. You're still a trash person, but, you got a good, valid point.
I think what makes that troublesome, though, is that's typically what happens. You see a viral clip of them saying one good thing, but everything else they say was trash. And that's for not even just for, like, black folks that are tap dancing for white people. That's for just people in general. Like, typically they say one good thing, and that's what goes viral. Or they say one terrible thing, and there's a whole bunch of other good. And it's like we have to take in the whole conversation and understand where they're coming from. Because if not, we can lose, like, things can be lost in translation.
And I think it's also important to realize that your soundbite now is just cleanup from all the bullshit that you gave us before. And I think that's what that whole interview was from that other podcast.
They should be ashamed of their damn selves for letting her bring her dangerous ass on a podcast that a majority of black people watch, who most of the time don't watch the news. They get their news and their thoughts from social media. And you bring her coon ass on the damn stage and you let her get up there and say whatever the fuck she wants. And it's dangerous.
And they don't check her
At all. But when black women come on there, they check their ass. They treated K. Michelle so fucking wrong and she stood on business in there. Monique treated her wrong. She stood on business. They don't do that with, like, people that are... I don't know. That shit is annoying. Like, I don't watch that shit. I can't do it.
Yeah, I was always down with Miss Mamas when she made that comment way back when, even with Kanye, had to get rid of some of his clothing. But I do. Yeah. But it's just I was just like looking at one day I was just looking at all the famous women back in the day. I'm like, damn, all these women married white men. And I'm like, what the hell's going on? I asked my grandma. She said, yeah, that's what they did. Diana Ross had a black man at first. Then she switched on over to the white man. Earth the Kick. And it's so funny. It's like all these pro-black people.
Yeah.
Pro-black women. Oh, black. And I'm sorry. I don't think you could be pro-black, marry a white person. And I'm sticking beside it. What they said on that? That's your man? Mm-hmm.
And I'm sticking beside.
I'm sticking beside my comment because... it's always the loudest people, loudest people who always got all this to say and to give you all your history. Then you going home next to a pink pillow.
Ooh.
It's okay.
Not a pink pillow.
Pink pillow. It's okay. It's pink.
Listen, people say if your meat is undercooked, it make you sick. That's my last comment.
Like, and I'm not saying you can't date outside your race, but I do find it very interesting that I would say about good 90% of the people who's pro-black have white people and partners.
Somebody said, before I go to this comment, we also have to look at the other side of how a lot of things that we're slowly moving away from it, but back in the day, and not even too far ago, like everything about white culture was glamorized. Like if we want to get into it, blonde wigs. Marilyn Monroe was a glorified hoe. Let's be clear. And people love her down to this day.
Can I just say, like, I see in black gay men who glorify Marilyn Monroe, and we had a Dorothy Dandridge.
Yes, like, fine.
And we had an Eartha Kitt.
Did Dorothy marry a white man too?
I'm just
I
talking
don't think she did.
I'm
No,
just talking
she
about
was
the
one of the
image.
ones that did.
I don't know. But
Child,
I'm
we
just
need to
talking
pull
about
the
the image.
facts.
I don't think she did. But Dorothy was beautiful. And what's the other name? The one that was a singer, but she couldn't sing for shit. But
Dorothy was beautiful. Josephine Baker was bad. Like, there are
what's the
so
other
many
one's
women that are just
name?
beautiful.
Bulafente, Little Fente.
What?
Fuck, I don't know her name. But she was real pretty too.
Somebody said, let's be real though. Where is another Don Lemon? First of all, Don's not cute and his face is pulled too tight. With the same status, ethnicity, along with common ideas.
It's a lot. This is a problem. Just because you're not glorified on social media doesn't mean it's not out there.
Or just
right?
because these people are not in your circle does not mean they're not out there. We talked about that a few weeks ago where somebody was like, well, we're the gay men that like football and the gay men that want to go outside and wrestle in the mud and shit. And it's like, yeah, you just not around them.
Yeah. Girl, you mud wrestling.
Diane Carroll. Somebody said
Yes,
bad.
Diane Carroll.
Like, we could name black women all night that have been beautiful. But we chose to glorify Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah,
In her
X
Mr.
is
President
more
gown.
prettier than her, yeah.
And now we glorify Kim Kardashian, but I don't want to go there.
Yeah. I just never been into Marilyn Monroe
I didn't.
or pinup group.
She wasn't doing it for me.
Last but not least, so let's talk about it. These famous people think we got all type of money. Cause why did Missy drop a tour? SWV's on tour. Megan and Glow. Nicki is currently on tour. We're patiently waiting for Beyonce. Where is this money coming from? Who told them to come on tour in 2024? I'm going to Missy.
I'm just gonna be spending my pennies, okay? Because I feel like concerts are a like whole. We always have to talk about her. I love her. But Beyonce really has changed the concert game. Like, previously, if you went to Nicki's first tour, people were not dressed in pink and doing all. People were just showing up in clothes. Beyonce has now been like, bitch, you coming to my show? This is what the theme is. You know what I mean? Like, people are dressing up for these themes. These, like, futuristic black
Even
looks
Usher.
at...
Oh, and Usher.
But these futuristic black looks at the Missy Elliott Bust Around the Sierra tour,
I'm
they're
going to
going to be
I wanna go to
insane.
that.
Oh
I need
my
somebody
God.
I'm going to
in ballroom to make my
I'm
outfit.
going to Glow and Megan, and I'm going to Buster.
You called her Yeah Glow?
Yeah, Glow.
I
Wait,
think that
Kevin Kev said something. If y'all want to read it,
T.S. Madison and Craig the writer talked about this same topic on Fag Talk. There are not enough successful black gay men who are 100% out up there rich.
all they probably just don't want you.
I just don't think that's true.
That's not true.
There are so many successful black men that I personally know. Like, successful. Like, people always, to each its own.
Sometimes people just don't want you, beloved.
And that's honestly what it is. You're not their cup of tea.
You're not their cup of tea.
So this is why they go date the white
if
man
I had
who
to
is...
choose between what's his name? I don't know if he got money, but if I was up there and what's his name? Todrick.
Todrick Hall.
I'm not dating Todrick.
So we just not checking for him.
I'm not.
I'm not talking about
He
just
apparently
Todrick,
supposed to
but
have money, so I don't know if it's true or not. But I'm just saying.
he also stated that he don't like black men.
That's fine. I'm just saying I don't want him anyway.
Oh.
So I'm just
I
saying.
don't want him anyhow.
Like. Have a hey sis.
All I'll say is that we live in the black gay capital of the world, and we walk around here every day and see fine black men, and then you later find out that they are attorneys, they are doctors, they are lawyers. and they're
Educated.
Educated, got 17,000
Degrees.
degrees, 12 certificates, 17 houses, and a motherfucking Bentley and shit. But it's like, oh, because this person's not on social media. They're not on the news. They're not, like, Don Lemon could have had a rich black man. He could have. But I honestly think that they really just don't like black men, and that's fine. Don, Frank, all of them. Bye.
I never seen Don say anything bad about the black community though. I give him that. Like, he's for the black people. You know, he is pro-black, but I stand by my comment. But like, he never tore down black people just for his white
Yeah.
man. If that makes sense. I respect him.
I feel like
that.
for a long time we didn't even know he had a white man.
Yeah.
Like for a long time,
Keep your
nobody
business. I
knew.
feel like that. Keep your
business to
business
yourself.
private. Because once I found out he had a white man, I'm like, ugh. Stocks drop.
I'm not. All right.
Yeah, Shazam, you can take it. I just wanted to bring up Missy in these bizarre outfits that's about to be displayed.
What you gonna wear? I know you gonna
I
kill
don't know.
me.
I need somebody in ballroom to make my outfit.
No, you gonna have on some foil and a thong and some
I don't
glasses.
think.
And they gonna charge
And
you
some
$1,000
saran
to make it.
You know how the gays do.
But for me, we're gonna be dancing all night for like 2-3 hours.
Honestly,
Somebody
that
got
tour
the bag, plastic bag talking about this is $800.
with some Christmas lights underneath it. I will say that tour is going to be fun
Yes.
as hell because it's going. First of all, it's going to make us sing. It's going to make us dance. And Missy got hits, Buster got hits, and Sierra is thick and fine now.
And she got
Timberland.
his too.
And Timberland.
And yeah, it says Timberland's going to be a special guest.
He got songs.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
I want there to be an Aaliyah tribute.
You know that.
They're going to do that, I think.
Yeah.
So.
That would be amazing.
I may wear a bag.
Like from
here, bitches.
the Rain video.
Come on, you know what? If people recreate her iconic looks, that could actually be insane. Or like, bitch, I want to wear the Busta Rhymes outfit from What's It Gonna Be when he had on the metal
all
Janet
right.
Jackson.
Yes, yes.
What?
You just gave me an idea.
And Janet's gonna pop up somewhere on this tour because Janet's cool with Missy and Busta. Like, this is gonna be so good. I'm going to the Atlanta show because you know that's where our stars come at.
Yeah.
Grab ticket.
Preset. Oh, preset is on Friday.
And if you feel generous, my Instagram is _kid and play _.
That's how you
Sponsor
do
a tour,
it. You want to hop in, baby? Cash out.
I only take Uber Black, so don't get excited.
You can even pick me up.
So, Situation with Shazam is always going to be a good song, and it's always going to be something that we all can relate to, and I'm always going to get in y'all business, because who would I be if I didn't?
Always.
So, today's song is Eat It, Megan Thee Stallion. Shout out to Megan and Glow.
Yes.
I love seeing the booty challenge. I think it's amazing. They are throwing ass. So, I'm excited about it. So, there's always all these things that everyone has to consider or think about before they eat, whether that's food, maybe some ass, maybe some dick. Like, you have to think about these things. Lord, I got on a blush shirt. There's so many things you have to think about before you do this. So, how do y'all prep yourselves for oral sex? It's important and the people need to hear about it, Betty. What song is that? You know that
Taking
song?
a shower.
Oh, it's an old song.
Taking a shower. And y'all know what I do for the about well, for the ones who want to know. Let me put you on game. I learned this from an old school gay from Mississippi. Shout out to him. He know who he is. Taught me everything I need to know about my body. So when you are going to eat somebody butt, okay, you need to make sure that it's tasty. So what I was taught to do.
Wow.
Oh, you
I'm
didn't think
just
we were going
saying.
there? No, we got
No.
Same thing that I
You
told
already
y'all.
know. You already know.
So what y'all need to do is before you get your butt ate, you need to get like a cap full of lemon juice. Put it in your water, squeeze it up there, and then do what you gotta
Baby,
do.
I'm watching the comments because I know they're finna blow
And
up.
then from there, get you some real vanilla extract, rub it on your hole, walk your ass out the house. He gonna eat your ass all night.
But people said, are we fleeting or baking cakes?
Both.
Okay.
I mean, besides brushing your teeth, mouthwash, shower,
Patty
what
cake.
is there? Then somebody said they did miss the
We
Betty
did.
Rice reference. They did. Marco, what you be doing?
I make sure it's smooth like a baby's bottom, front and back. And my regular light bulb underneath the sink. I don't
Come
got
on,
no-
light bulb.
I ain't got no special technique. I might have to borrow that though.
Yeah. I don't
Don't
I
put too
care
much
for
now, girl.
shaving though.
Mess up your pH. That was my next question. Like, do y'all expect somebody to shave or do y'all shave?
Them yes, me no.
You expect them to shave. You don't expect. Wait. So you want your partner to shave or whoever you're talking to,
I hate hair.
but you don't want. You're not gonna shave.
Most people I talk to, they like my hair. It's not hairy, but it's hair. Like, it's not like Don King.
Somebody said none of this lemon juice shit seems healthy.
I don't think it is either.
Well, I'm still here.
And getting ate like a steak, okay? Solomon, what you doing? Because you're real quiet over here.
I was trying to fly it on the radar. I go through a whole process, and so it's like I take a bath. I sit in oils.
But you're not gonna shave. That's coming out your check.
What else? Deodorant, oils. Like, it's gonna smell good. It's gonna smell good.
So
everywhere.
wait, how do y'all like? How has anybody ever responded about y'all using all these oils and creams and stuff, and they be like, "Girl, what's that taste?" And it don't taste right.
Shea butter.
Like all of my shit's natural.
It's a good sugar scrub too. You can put back there.
I use shea butter. Shea butter ain't got no...
Coconut oil. Coconut oil.
Makes it oily and soft. And...
So what are you doing back there?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I'm a nigga. I'm
me?
just gonna get in the shower.
You don't put on no
I'm not a hairy
oils or
person.
nothing?
I'm gonna put on like lotion and stuff, but I'm not finna put on Victoria's Secret Smell Good oil
No,
and baby
yeah, I ain't
wash
doing
and
all
shea
that.
butter and
I'm
all
gonna
this
do all
other
that.
stuff. I'm not doing all that. I feel like that's a lot. For me,
But
personally.
like you don't put nothing like
In
when your
Fleet
products
water?
and make sure that it a little tasty.
No, like I taste good naturally, baby. So I'm gonna put lotion on to make sure I don't have an ashy hoe or ashy dick, and we gonna go to town.
So they can eat the lotion, they can't eat nothing else.
I
Taste
ain't
the lotion.
I ain't got no complaints. Wait, Brazilian. Wait, have any of y'all had a Manzilian? I wanted to get one before I went to
had
DR,
one.
but I was scared.
I haven't.
I have one.
I had a wax before. It was
Did it hurt?
It's painful. She even waxed my balls, and let me tell you, baby, that I screamed, hit that Mariah Carey note.
Had to air dry.
Y'all think this voice is like,
Rodney said it's gonna jump up some octaves.
baby, it would have 18 octaves. Cause she was like, I said, God damn, bitch.
You remember when Rasputia was getting waxed and she was like, there goes Norris police whistle. Somebody said if I'm eating ass and I see dingo,
Oh,
All right.
Ooh,
Well,
that
hopefully-
okay, that must
what's
be
that?
say what?
Melanin Granger. You're. I believe that you're straight, right? So I don't think straight
Okay,
niggas
yeah,
clean
yeah,
their ass.
yeah.
Rub the nussy with pineapple juice.
Ooh,
Okay. Deodorant is not needed in my opinion if you're going straight from the shower into sex.
okay.
I'm not going down there for no edible arrangement. Ooh, y'all are nasty,
But Eric said he just wanted fresh out the shower.
baby.
Look, I'm dry.
So when you have oral sex, does it always have to like end in penetration, or can you just have oral sex?
I could just have oral sex.
Yeah, I can just...
Penetration. Definitely. I'm not doing all that just for. No.
I can just have oral sex and foreplay, though. So oral sex and foreplay.
So for every situation, link up has to end in.
Yeah, I'm not driving to eat somebody's ass, get my ass or suck some dick, get my dick
But some
sucked.
people
That's
just
boring.
like eating ass.
So you tell I'm getting out Michael to bed to drive to whoever. That's to eat ass and suck dick and go home?
And nut. You can nut from oral sex.
As in my house, that's a no.
As for being my
Hell no, these niggas don't even live close to you sometimes. Okay, let me shut up.
Yes, I'm straight. She said, yes, I'm straight, and straight men love anal play. Right, but they don't clean it, do they? You just said something about
I want to
dingleberries.
know, yeah, do straight men really clean their ass?
And Melanin Granger, are you like eating butt or putting your finger in it? What you doing?
No, I mean, straight men do like the ass. Hey,
I know, but I want. She said, wait, if I smell your ass from the front, it's a problem. Somebody said lemon juice burrs. The comments are insane tonight.
you don't put out. Now look, y'all, I said a capful in your water. Are you cut up in your hole? Like, I'm not understanding.
But I think it's the citrus part that's fucking people
What
up.
I'm saying is, if you ain't got no cuts or tears in your booty hole, you should be all right.
I think
now,
it's
I'm
the
not saying
citrus
you putting a
part.
whole damn thing of lemon up your ass. But
So
now
what is
you can't. Now hold on.
So hold on, help me.
Give me a bottle. Anybody got a bottle?
What is it?
Here,
Give me a bottle.
on the label.
Give me a bottle. Okay, so look.
I hope y'all still not fleeting with water bottles, though. Don't be
Yeah,
doing that.
please
That's
don't do that.
dangerous.
That's dangerous. So cap full lemon, pour in here, full up with water. If this burn your ass, go to the doctor.
But what does the lemon juice do?
It just, I don't know.
Maybe it marinates it.
Shit, that's
Typically what
So
people
you just
typically
doing
use lemon
something that
juice
you don't
for.
know the results of? Or why you're doing it?
He knows the result. He get it.
Whoa.
Have you ever ate somebody's butt and you could taste lemon juice?
No, but I have tasted sugar scrub, and that was really, really nice.
Okay.
Oh.
Which made me want to get it. why
She said, I'm doing all that. I pegged a straight man before. I'm just nasty.
Oh my God.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I
shit.
love it.
Melanin, you are not nasty.
Love it.
You're adventurous.
How many times have you had to send a man back to the shower because his hygiene wasn't on point? Girl, I'm trying to get you in the fifth seat.
No.
That's one thing I don't play about.
My
hygiene
homegirl
is-
attempted to eat her boyfriend and broke up with him. You can't eat everybody's butt though.
No,
you just
you can't.
can't.
You
Even
can't
in the
eat
gay
everybody's
community, you
ass.
cannot do that.
That's a communication thing.
What?
Like eating somebody's butt. Especially like in heterosexual relationships. Like you can't just
I just think that's so lame. If your partner can't even, this is just all around. If your partner can't like enjoy their stuff with you, you got all these damn restrictions. Go on, grow up, bitch.
But I'm talking about like if you trying to eat your partner's ass and
They're not cleaning.
They're not clean.
Oh
Ready,
no, you
or-
need to clean. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but you got to be ready for your partner.
Yeah.
Stay ready. So
I
you never
hope
got to
if
get
you
ready.
having sex penetration, they cleaning their ass and dick.
So y'all
Especially
wouldn't
with
have sex after the
female.
gym? Y'all not?
I know
I-
my body. I don't know other people's bodies, so that's a no.
I got a thing for smells.
I would. I drink enough chlorophyll. I don't get odor.
Now I do
There's-
like.
There's a difference
underarms.
between like funky and like man scent. So that's why I asked, because child, sometimes
It is, but
if somebody takes good care of themselves, like they won't stink after the gym. They just have like their scent, if that makes sense.
Okay,
but then
that
I,
makes sense.
then I know in the gym, y'all. I'm sorry, I'm gonna say it. So I remember I was going. You know how you just go and wash your hand. This guy came out. He was clearly pooping. Came out the gym. Didn't wash his hand, went straight back to working out. And I watched every machine he got on. I said, that's a nasty ass. He probably, like,
That's a nasty.
I
nigga.
don't want to eat nobody ass so my dick out the gym because you sitting your sweaty ass on that shit. If you don't clean, some people don't clean off the equipment. That's all going in your mouth.
I think there is a special place in Hades for anybody who shits at the gym or walks around with no shoes on at the gym. You're nasty.
Yes.
If you're shitting at the gym, girl, you don't even need my number. Shitting at the gym is crazy.
Didn't even wash his hands. It was like 5 weeks. Like, that nasty nigga.
A lot
You
of
would
niggas
think
don't
after
like their
everything that
hands.
we've been through in the world as far as like COVID and like stomach viruses and bird flu and all this shit,
People be
motherfuckers
washing
wash
their hands on
right?
purpose.
Not man scent is okay, but when your gooch smells like bounce that ass, I don't mind a clean, musky man butt. Y'all are clowning tonight. As always, now I have to ask y'all. Marco, when's the last time you had oral sex?
Wow. Damn, Shazam. Probably.
It ain't been that long.
That's it.
Within the last 30 days?
Last 30 days. Let's
Last
say that.
14?
We can say 14.
Last 7
All right,
business
next
days.
question, Tamika.
Rodney? Last 30 days?
Oral? Mm-hmm. If I'm going to be totally honest, I don't really care for oral like that.
Oh.
I really, really don't. It really, like, I am particular. I don't know what's wrong. My body's going through these changes. I don't know what it is. Like, if you're not
Menopause.
giving me head in a certain way, that my dick is not going to get up. It's going to be like, you're not sucking it right. Like,
What the
I don't
hell you
know.
doing?
I don't know what it is. I'm just going through something right now. And I was scared. I'm like, what the fuck going on? Then I went to the other guy, know he knew how to do it. I said, oh, it works. It doesn't work for you. You're not sucking it right.
Sometimes it be like that.
And I'm just like, and he was like, I'm like, ugh.
Did you have to go home and encourage yourself to make sure everything worked?
I did. I was scared. I'm like, I never experienced this before. And it's only with that individual. Like, everything else is fine. But he want to,
Maybe he just can't suck a dick.
he can't.
Okay.
And it's horrible.
And that's okay. Some people ain't got the skills.
You should give him feedback. You can always. It's always a teachable
you
moment.
can teach him.
Oh, child.
You can teach him to do it
This
the
is
way
how
you
I
like.
liked my dick sucked.
Ooh.
What you doing is...
That was so forceful, wasn't it?
No, I'm sorry. I like my dick sucked.
Somebody
I
said
know
Rodney
how
at this point just get you a cat. Solomon, when's the last time you had oral sex? Last 30
It's
days?
been a minute. It hasn't been in the last 30 days.
Oh, all right. All right, girls.
No.
What about you?
Mine has been in the last 14 days. I just was in Dominican by myself for a week. I didn't do nothing.
Oral? It's been about, 45?
Girl, you was fasting from oral for
No, I have sex. I'm really not big on oral. Not from everyone. Like,
So there are moments. I know we got to move on, but there are moments where you like will literally just go straight into penetration, like foreplay and penetration.
Yes.
Like dick up just straight in the booty hole.
Yes, that does not bother me.
No
I need it
foreplay, no
all.
nothing.
A little kissy, little lick on nipple. That's okay, but like,
Wow.
I don't gotta suck your dick. You don't gotta suck my dick. I get your ass all this
Really?
stuff.
I want it all every time. Okay, it's an experience. It's a movie.
Touch me, you know, make me feel wanted.
Y'all saw Aretha Franklin singing "Touch My Body"?
I'm sorry, what?
There's a video of Aretha Franklin singing "Touch My Body," and she's like, "Lay me on the floor," and she's like dancing everything. I'm gonna send it to y'all in the chat.
Please, I need a laugh.
You gonna be crying? The first time I seen it, I said, "Is she fucking lying?" Like, but she had on a big old fur, and she was just dancing and everything. Ooh, B. Garrett said, "Solomon, you got to change that."
I got to change what?
The last time you had oral sex.
You wanna see some ass? I wanna see some cash.
I don't think Solomon's gonna show his booty for $49.99 tonight. You have to catch us on Patreon, baby.
Wait.
Just kidding.
Not you setting the terms. All right, before we get into the Menage a Trois here at Open Relationship Podcast, we are all about community, safe spaces, and open-ended conversations where we can agree or disagree and still be heard. Please continue to tune into our live shows. Please continue to like, comment, and subscribe. Check out our merch and participate in the comments.
Yes.
You got a lot of noise over there.
Oh, my bad. I was trying to get comfortable.
He's thinking about that time.
No, not as talking in
getting
the
a little
chair.
All right, for the Menage a Trois, we're going to talk about preferences and prejudice. So last week we had Lamont, the gay dating coach, on and discussing trends he notices in his practice. He commented that the gays need to be more flexible in their preferences. And our loyal openers, our new openers, and some of the shooters, as they're called with Lamont and them, they were all up in the comments, and they wanted us to have a deeper conversation about sexual preferences. And then one of the openers wanted us to discuss why preferences in our community can be detrimental. So what are your thoughts?
I don't understand it. I think it's cherry picking because, for one hand, you all say, "Oh, I don't date bigger guys." That's okay. One hand, you say, "I don't like dark skinned guys, light skinned guys." That's okay. Tall, short, that's okay. Little dick, big, that's okay. But Lord behold, you say.
Wait a minute, glasses. Slow it down.
Some people, I'm just saying, some people like husband dick, some people like big dick, some people like, whatever. But Lord, when you say, "Oh, I don't like femme this or masculine this," you're evil, and I don't get that.
Wait. You literally said that.
I'm okay with that. But when people what I'm trying to say is, when people try to no, did that come out wrong? What I'm trying to say is, why is that one preference like you get stones thrown at you versus the other ones? That doesn't make any sense to me. It's like somebody hurt you, like you need therapy. Because if someone say they don't want too much a masculine guy, that's okay. Someone say they don't want a feminine guy, what's the issue? I don't understand it. They say you internalized homophobic, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Because it's not making sense to me.
I think that sometimes people are a little hypersensitive around it, but at the same time, like, people think when you say that specifically, "I don't want a femme man," people find it disrespectful. I don't know why, because I feel like most gay men have a healthy balance between feminine and masculine traits. They everybody has both, not a healthy balance. Like, some people are more, I don't want to say healthy because that makes it sound like either one is bad. Some people have different balances. Some people are more masculine, some people are more feminine. But I think because people look at gay culture and like gay history and think like, oh, well, in the grand scheme of things, like the way gay culture is set up, femmes basically started all this shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, femmes were the protectors of this for so long, and then people turn around and be like, "But I don't want no femme." You know what I mean? So I think they find it as a backhand, like, disrespect. But to me, I feel like all preferences are what you like. Like, if you like it, it don't have nothing to do with me. I'm not gonna yuck your yum. Am I gonna date a white man? Absolutely no. But that's my preference. Other black men are going to date white men. So it's just like, I think everybody has to honestly stop caring so much what other people say. If they don't like you, they not for you. Like, leave it alone.
It's a difference with being rude and nasty.
Exactly.
Now, that's, you know what I'm saying? But if somebody say, "Hey, I don't prefer femme men," all that extraness and you trying to diagnose somebody and somebody said I was lonely, I bet he ain't got shit. What else somebody said? I bet his love life is horrible. I'm like, baby, my DMs be DMing.
Goes down in the DM.
I can go date every night if I want to. Just make it very clear. So, like, I guess my question to those type of people, like, who hurt you? Like, why did that particular preference bother you so much?
I used to be very much so like you when I first started dating. Very much so. I don't want to date no femme guy. Oh, don't paint your fingernails, the makeup thing. But now that I'm becoming me and I'm comfortable with who I want to talk to, I'm open to like ideas. Now, I do have a preference of what I want to look at every day. But for example, if you like thongs or jock straps, okay, I like that. I like that you're showing your feminine side to me. Now, the wigs and things, it's not my thing, but as long as you're comfortable with it, do you. Now, every day when we're going out to dinner, probably not, but Halloween, or maybe I date somebody in the ballroom scene and they have to dress up as, not a character, but like ballroom, where they have to go above and beyond. And
They do drag?
I don't know, whoever. Okay. Drag is a category in the ballroom scene, but there are categories that don't require wigs and things like that. But as long as you're comfortable, I'm open to it. And as long as there's nothing hidden behind my back.
Melanie Granger, I think. Oh, go ahead, Solomon.
No, go ahead.
Melanie Granger hit the nail on the head. She said, have a preference, that's fine, but down talk the folks that you don't prefer. Don't down talk the folks that you don't prefer.
Yeah,
And I agree with that 100%. Like, I believe in preferences because everybody deserves to have a choice, right? It's like going to the buffet. You can choose anything that you want. You can even say no to anything that you want. But as soon as we start saying, oh, well, this over here is nasty. Well, it may be nasty to you, but it's not nasty across the board. Other people are going to choose it as a preference. And I think that's the biggest thing when we start making characteristics negative and we get into this negative bias where we start, and I think that's where this comes from, because historically the LGBTQ plus community has been seen in a negative light. No, but how do I want to say this? It has historically hasn't been the preference. There has been a lot of rejection, and because we've been rejected by the majority, so to speak, we bring that same mindset into our community, and we start rejecting other people based off of their characteristics.
But I want to say what you said was for your growth, for your household, for your life. That's what people need to understand. That works for you. What works for you, and I'm not coming at you. What works for you don't work for me, vice versa. Or we are four different individuals. You get what I'm saying? So just because you spoke your truth, which is your truth, I spoke my truth. What is the difference between our truths?
I think they hit it in the comments. They said your tone.
No, I'm not saying you wrong. I'm just doing a reference, an example.
It's simply tone. If we go back to the way you said it today, fine. But go back to the first video where you ever said it, it was like, ooh, girl, like that's a little.
Okay, I'll give you that. The first one.
Your tone. Yeah, the first one last week it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
But the first one, that would like the boy posted or whatever, that one your tone was so nasty. Like you cannot have no nails and touch my motherfucking back. Like it was bad. And I was just like, ooh.
Okay, I take that.
And what is that? Growth.
I'm grown.
You going through the changes? You said it.
So, where would you like to see this conversation going in terms of preferences in our community?
I just want to, for me, I want it to be a safe space when you're not, again, don't tear anyone down, but if you're saying, hey, I don't want to date dark-skinned men, you just say it like that. It's not my preference. You shouldn't get crucified on a cross for saying that. You get what I'm saying? Like when you start taking off, because a person might feel like they're dark skinned, they might feel ugly. That's not their cross to bear. That's your cross to bear. You go do the work to find love in yourself. Don't let this one individual dictate your whole life. You know what I'm saying? Somebody might say I don't like light skinned people, or they might say I'm too thick. That's okay, because somebody want it. It's somebody that wants you. You so like just stop always trying to. Oh, I can't believe you said that. Oh my God. When you just projecting all these things with this individual, you don't know a damn thing about them.
I agree. I think everybody just has to learn to respect preferences. Like if somebody is not, if they don't like you, they don't like you. Like, and that is, my tone's getting a little crazy there, but it's just a simple fact. Like everybody's not gonna like you, whether that's in dating, whether that's in friendships, whether that's at the workplace, whether that's when you walk through the airport. Like everybody's not gonna like you, and that's fine. You have to keep living your life and do what makes you happy. And I think everybody gets so hung up on like, oh, they don't like me because I'm this or because I'm that. And it's simply just not their preference. Now, I do say that with the note that there are some preferences that I think are dangerous. When people say things like, when preferences for me go into like racism or colorism or things that are rooted in things that are really disgusting, that's where I'm just like, okay, like slow it down.
Give
But
me
if
an
somebody-
example with colorism.
Colorism, I'm not dating a black man. I'm not dating a dark skinned man. But you won't date let me see. I'm trying to think of somebody. I don't want to do this. But anyways, you won't date Trevante Rhodes, but you would date me. But Trevante Rhodes is very chocolate. You know what I mean? But I'm not as dark. But that's colorism. Like colorism
How?
is
If that's not what they prefer.
Colorism is a
I don't
tricky.
understand that.
It's a tricky thing because it's rooted in history and like it's hard. Do you watch Housewives? Because they talk about this all the time.
I do,
And typically,
but-
don't take this offensively, but typically it's harder for people of lighter hues to understand colorism, and that's just me being honest.
And that's a whole that's a whole nother played out topic for me too.
Yeah.
Because I have brothers, first cousins who are a darker hue, and we all and they be like, that's my brother. Like, yeah, I took it. My mom took it their dad. Like, I guess because I wasn't raised in an environment where my family separated the two. I'm ignorant to how that is for somebody else. Because my great grandma or grandma didn't treat us different because of the color of our skin. All back got their ass whooped if we did something bad. You know what I'm saying?
But then the question is, how does the world treat y'all? Because it's different when it's inside your family. Like, I'm in between both of my parents. My mother's about your complexion. My dad is probably about your complexion, maybe darker. And I'm like right in between. And my brother's about your complexion. And so when we've been out and about, people, I guess, never really just figured that we were brothers. But the world has also treated us very differently, especially when we were in high school, middle school and high school. And I also noticed that we've had different opportunities, especially when we were younger, because of how people perceived us. And I think that's where this conversation comes from, that prejudice, the preconceived biases that people have based off of their experiences. And a lot of times people think that darker complexion is a negative.
But is that the person's fault or that's the individual
Everybody has.
fault?
I think everybody has unconscious biases, but when people bring them to people, they need to learn how to just like listen to it. And a lot of people can't do that. Like, we're having a healthy discussion about it. You see other people talk about it and it gets nasty. Like, I'm not a colorist, I'm not this. And it's just like, listen to what this person is saying, because colorism can go both ways.
Yeah,
And
because
what-
that's because you like something, I mean, you had an easy life, but that's not the case at all.
At all.
At
But
all.
then it goes back to like, it's rooted in history. You think about like house niggas versus slave niggas. I mean, outdoor niggas. Field niggas was dark skinned. Light skinned women were in the house. Like, there are a lot of things that the
They was
overall
getting
society
raped
has
and beat
pushed.
on
Yes,
and
has
all
pushed
kind of
onto
stuff in the
us.
house. So both is torture.
But this conversation and our previous conversation, they're connected because it's all about proximity to whiteness. And so the lighter...
But the thing is, Solomon, and that's what I want our black community to know, black people might treat you different because you light skinned, but white people, you still a nigga.
You still a nigga.
And that's from Mississippi. I'm being honest.
I think there's
You-
there's some wiggle room there because there are
I'm just
opportunities.
reading from what I experienced. You was in school. You did get picked on for being light skinned or whatever. Like sometimes like, oh, you think you white, and then you go hang around white people. They be like, hey, like, what the fuck you over here for? So then you be like, where the fuck do I fit in at? You know what I'm saying? So that could be same thing for a dark skinned person too. So I'm just saying, like, I don't want people to think that because you light skinned, you had everything handed to you.
Nobody's saying
That's
that.
not. I'm just saying.
Okay.
That's not the case.
I think it's just a deeper conversation that's rooted in the history of how black people have been treated. Historically, there's like, you see black people and you see black women that have done things now to their bodies to appear more white adjacent. You know what I mean? But now it's going back. You can almost see like a time change where like everybody that was white wants to kind of look black. And now you're seeing these white women are getting rid of their silicone. They want to be these skinny white women again. Like there's a nasty thing in like the universe and nature that like controls colorism that's really strange. It's actually, I think it's a bigger concept that we could wrap our hands around tonight. It's huge.
It is. And then when you talk about the layer of not only how the world treats us, but then how we treat ourselves.
Yes, internally.
In the context of all of that, it's, you know, crab in a barrel is a thing.
Somebody specifically said brown paper bag test, and that's when I was like, yes, a perfect way of how amongst ourselves this colorism has been passed down through generations for years. Now, I don't know if people are doing that shit anymore, but that was a thing back in the day. Brown paper bag test was like, if you're, girl, like, nope, what you doing?
Melanie had a good question too. She said, like growing up, how many of us was made fun of for being too dark? And that was by folks in the black community. That's true. I mean, most of the colorists come from your own community. You know what I'm saying? And that's very unfortunate. Like I don't know how it feels to be a darker hue. I don't like to say dark. I like to say darker hue. But I would just want to challenge people. Just find love within yourself.
I think on a positive note, though, it's healthy that we're having these conversations and we can see like the conversations jumping into like different black communities. Like, for example, like I said, the Housewives have talked about this for 3 reunions and they're talking about it again. We're talking about it at a table full of black gay men, you know what I mean? And that puts even a more bigger layer on preferences versus just the color of our skin. Now we gay too. Like, damn, bitch. So.
Yeah, well, you got anything to add, Marco?
I want our conversation to go to a safe space, like most of you, or like all 3 of you said. I think for me, this one example came up in my head. When I first moved to Atlanta, it was this guy that tried to talk to me, and he was just a little too femme for me. But I told him, I was like, hey, you know, you're just not my type. I was like, but maybe we can be friends. And that changed the whole dynamic in our conversation versus you're not my type, I'm going to go about my life. And he turned out to be a good guy. Are we still friends today? No, but for the time that we did meet and mingle, I was like, oh, he's a pretty good guy. Like, and I think where it comes from in our community is just like, oh, you're not my type. And we, not everybody, but sexualize each other so much when it comes to like visual appearance, so to say. Yeah, but that example just stuck in my head. I was like, oh yeah, you're not my type, but let's be friends. We went to go have lunch, coffee, whatever, and then we just lost contact. But
I think that's good. That's real good.
This is how you approached it.
Thank you, Big Garrett.
Big Garrett, thank you. Like
1999.
It's just how you approach it, honestly, and it's just unfortunate. Like, because I don't see nothing wrong with saying a dark person. I only want to date dark skinned people like skin. I don't see an issue with that. But if you're rude about it, again, that's an issue. But having preferences and having things you like for your life, like big versus skinny, whatever, that's what you like.
And I think for that,
and that should be a safe space to have.
And we're opening doors versus just closing them when we're not open to the idea. So,
yeah.
Okay, so before we end this conversation, I just want to make sure that we're consistent, because if we're talking about these preferences, is it still okay when that preference is for someone outside your race?
I would have to say yes. I mean, it's not for me. And I guess I need to stop being so hard on it as well. And I can look at myself and say, I do be a little bit too harsh. People want to date white people or anything. That's your preference. From now on, I'm going to say, whatever rocks your boat, rocking on, baby. I'm going to leave it at that. Because I am being, hypocritical. Because that could be true. I don't, it's not for me.
My preference is still black men, no matter what comes my way. I just want and believe in black love. Maybe we can be friends.
Good segment, Sal. No, I would say that I know people probably people will see these clips and they're like, dang, probably could say oh, they could call. There are some terms that they could call me by some of my strong opinions, but I just think that when we have these black men that are gay in these spaces where they're seen and they do stuff like, I'm going to date this white man and I'm going to tear down the other. I'm going to say, because I can't find a black man that match my pockets. I can't find a black man that's masculine like basketball. All these things are not real. These are figments of your imagination. So if somebody legit came to me and they were like, I love this man down. He does this for me. First of all, I think I do it like that because they don't need to justify it to me. Mm-hmm. But if it was just they said that they love this man and I never heard them say anything bad about other black men, I would relax. But until you get to the point that you, like I said in the conversation, when you're talking about racism, colorism, sexism, certain things, your preference is weird because you can't just say shit like that. You just can't. Mm-hmm. You can, but it's just what do you expect people are going to say to you? You can't say, oh, I have a white partner and I like to have slave master play. What? Those are just weird to me. But as Rodney said, I think that I do have to lighten up my tongue with it because it could be hypocritical.
All right now.
Learning and growing. Hallelujah. I'm going to leave
I'll
it
revisit
there.
that question. About 3 years.
That was good. Rodney, take us to the letter, girl.
I know. Okay.
That was good. And before we go on, I want to say I really like the way we had that discussion because it although we shade each other, we know when there are serious moments. Yeah. We just have to share education and background, and we all come from different experiences, different backgrounds. It's always great that we can share that with openers.
Yeah, and I hope you all enjoyed it. Keep the conversation going, for the replay game. All right. So, y'all, we are now getting into the letter. So, openers, this is a safe space for you where you can come in and write letters to us, ask us a question, anything you want to ask us or have a question about. What happened? Oh, have a question about. So you can sit, but I'll put this disclaimer out there. We do have a therapist on our staff. However, he is off the clock.
Not staff.
However, he is off the clock during the show. So you can always hit him up at his IG and ask him for his rates and things like that. But you can write letters and ask a question in two ways. You go to our website at www.openrelationshippodcast.com or send us an email at openrelationshippodcast@gmail.com. I don't know. I had to think about that. But yeah, there you go. Send us on in. We love your letters. All right. What's up, fellas? I went to D.C. 2 weeks ago with some of my frat brothers to see our Neo's cross. We partied and had a great time. When the pro break was over, we went back to our Airbnb. Well, the liquor was flowing. All I remember is falling asleep on the couch, and next thing I know, I woke up to a house guest who was a guy giving me head. I jumped up in fear because I'm not gay, but he kept going, and I enjoyed it. It was the best head I ever received. Does this make me bi now? For one, I feel like he was raped.
Yeah, that was scary to me. I didn't like that.
I'm just gonna keep it honest. I can't be fake. That is rapish, and I wish a nigga would.
That's scary.
I'm gonna punch you dead in your face.
You better hope you don't. Never mind. Let me not incriminate myself.
Yeah.
I think that Solomon, read the comments. I think that somebody, whoever this opener is, I hate that happened to you because if you were, I don't know if you were feeling those feelings, but if you were ever feeling those feelings, I feel like now this is going to make you feel very uncomfortable and awkward because it happened to you this way. I think you should take some time to unpack that. And you probably should have a conversation with that boy because that's just not cool. And if I were you, I would also talk to some friends that were in the house because how did he even get there if he was a house guest? That's somebody's friend and they knew you were inebriated on the couch and that's just not cool. But I think that I just think that you have to dissect that yourself. I don't have too much advice for this because I think it's very sticky.
I am going to say go seek a therapist because that's not okay. I'm not about to go on a trip with somebody, people, everybody saw or heard, whatever the case may be, and then I woke up and my dick getting sucked without my consent.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing for me.
You just got some unpacking to do, like Shazam said. It just doesn't, you just can't turn it on because you enjoyed it. you got more trauma now to figure out.
Somebody said, "Why are you admitting saying it is the best head might
Okay, so
signify
no,
something?"
so that's the thing about trauma, right? And especially like with now I'm putting my therapist hat on. So like when children are molested, there is this process, like there's this thing that's happening to them. It's outside of their control. And their body responds because it's still getting touched, it's still getting stimulated, and they may even get pleasure out of it, but at the same time, it's still victimization. And so even as adults, when something stimulates our body's just going to naturally react. You may not actually be attracted to men. You may not have a preference for men. So you're not bi. You just have some good ass head. That came from someone you didn't give permission to do this to you. And so biologically, physiologically, we respond.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, this was not okay.
Yeah.
I don't have too much to say. I think I don't like it.
That's scary.
I'm leaving it at that. Just hope opener. I don't know if you were looking for a different answer, but that's how we feel. So, do what you must with it.
Perfect time for a tagline that as DC Pride approaches, Atlanta Pride approaches, watch your surroundings, everybody, and watch your friends, because this is unfortunate.
And not just Pride events, but just like whenever you go out, when you're having too much to drink, some of you are participating in substance use
activities.
Well, there you go, extracurricular activities, and so you have to be very mindful of your environments and your surroundings and the people who you share space with.
Mm-hmm.
Say that part again.
That's the most important.
Yeah. Well, opener. Thank you.
Send you good vibes.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
All right, Solomon, take us out.
All right. Thank you for coming. All right, openers, thank you for coming and joining the four of us as we swallow hard topics and spit difference of opinions.
See you next week.